So I've got my 2 halves. Okay, so we're making 2 pinch pots. So when they go together, bam, that's gonna be my rattle. Okay, my base for my rattle. Okay, so you're gonna need to unwrap your clay. Try to keep the saran wrap nice. I'm gonna say nice asterisk, because you just want to be able to tighten this and wrap it back up. Okay, so for your clay, you're only going to grab about, like I said, golf ball size, because remember that this is the base for your rattle. You're going to be building on top of it. Yep, we're doing it now. No, we're going to do it now. If we do it, like as I'm doing it, you guys are going to do it. It's people forget less. Okay. So I'm going to start with about this much clay. And your clay should be wet enough. It should be okay. So I'm starting with about this much clay. So it kind of fits in my hands. So you can just rip it off. If you want to use your tool to just kind of slice it off, you can do that. My clay is wet enough that I just can rip it off. And then when you want to wrap up the other clay, the rest of it, so that it's not going to dry up. Okay. All right. So here we go. Yeah. Yeah, it's probably good. That's good. Because you also want to use this fine. That's good. Because you want to have enough clay that you'll be able to decorate it. All right. So I'm starting with about this much clay. Okay. And now what was the first step? So if your clay is too big, if your clay is not wet enough, it should be, is everyone's clay okay? It's like it's like plasticky. It's not like hard. Okay. So you're gonna make it into a ball. What's the step after making it into a ball? What do I do first? Do my thumb. Yep. So remember, you're pushing your thumb in. Look at the board over here. Pushing your thumb in, but you need to leave space at the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to press my thumb in. So I press my thumb in. If you have a lot of thumbnail, then this causes a little bit of a problem. I should have cut my nails before this, but I didn't. So I'm going to press down. And you want to kind of be in the middle. But like, okay, so it's about, I have about like that much left on the bottom. Okay, so now from here, this is how you're pinching. So you guys look at the projector. You're pinching like this. So I have my 4 fingers are going to cradle the outside of my clay, and my thumb is going to be on the inside. So I'm going to be pinching like this. And then so the clay is going to be stuck between my fingers. And then as I'm pinching, it's going to kind of support and kind of move around. So I have my thumb on the inside. Left thumb is on the inside. My fingers are on the outside. And I'm going to press. And I press a little bit, and then I turn. Press a little bit, and I turn. So you guys can see that I'm rotating it. I can't figure out how my hand goes. I'm pressing and I'm rotating. There we go. I'm pressing and I'm rotating. And I'm using my other hand. I'm using my other hand to kind of help to dictate the shape. So I'm cupping my hand around the clay to kind of help keep that shape, that bowl shape that I'm looking for. So already you can kind of see that I've opened it enough. It's kind of going up, okay? But I'm starting from the bottom, and as I thin that out of the bottom, I'm going to start working my way up. You never really want to be pressing the rim, because the rim, you need it to stay thick so that it can support the weight of the other pinch pot. So like already you can kind of see, have a nice opening there. Okay, it's already getting kind of taller, but I'm not flaring it out too much. It still is pretty much staying straight up and down. So I'm trying to make sure the bottom, that clay is a nice even thickness. If there's too much clay on that, you want to get the clay from the bottom and work that up first. Okay, if your rim is getting like a little too wobbly or wonky, what you can do is you can take it and kind of tap it on the table a little bit, and then that can help to flatten it out. Okay, but you don't want to have too much clay trapped on the bottom. So again, you don't want your pot to be too thick. You want it to be this nice even thickness throughout. And then when you make your second pot, you want to check to make sure that they fit. And then, so this is here are 2 pots. I gotta make like 12 more of these because I gotta show how to put them together. Okay, so once you get your second one done, what you're gonna do, check your first and second one, make sure that they fit together. And then when you're, after you have your 2 pots, you're going to put them in your bag. So just, if you guys look up at the board, this is how you're gonna put your stuff away. You're gonna put your pots with the rims down, okay, like that, okay, in your bag. You're gonna put your extra clay at the bottom of the bag, okay. You're gonna take your newspaper with your pieces and you're gonna put them in the bag, okay. Try not to get your clay to like smash your stuff. But you want everything in your bag. And then I'm gonna tell you guys what table number you are. And if you look on the side on my shelves, there are numbered shelves, and then that's where you're gonna put your stuff. Okay, make sure your bag has your name on it. Make sure your pieces are nice and placed, they're not squished. And also make sure your bag, I said make sure your bag has your name on it. And you'll put this on the shelf. So